Yo, what up? And welcome to the Tailgate, an extension to a regular podcast where we get you hyped and ready for the game. I'm your host, Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart, instigating George, and the man with some facts, Masa. This is the Tailgate. Good evening. How's it going, fellas?
I'm alright.
Baby.
George,
Yeah, what's up?
I gotta say I'm a little upset.
With what? Talk to me.
Your rash attitude and just complete disregard for Angel's feelings got him sick, and he would not make it to the show tonight. So I hope you're happy.
I apologize first of all, because y'all know when either I have sunglasses on or a bottle next to me, that's not me. I apologize on behalf of whoever that person was to Angel, and I hold that near and dear. But it is the tailgate, so we want to get in and out. So it might be kind of okay that he's not here. So it's all right.
It works.
Yeah, it's a toss up.
How you doing, Masa?
I feel good. I feel good today.
That's what's up. So it is a tailgate. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be one of our fastest tailgate because we do got to talk about the shit show that was last night's game. And if you need a reminder, that was the game we took an L to Colorado yesterday, Wednesday, 9/11. Let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. All right, let's talk about this. So we came out with a lineup pretty close to what we had called. Right, it was Bingham at goal, Shelvick out left, People and Steris center backs, Felcher out right, Corona and Carrasco, Pavon, Fabio, and Panias, and of course Zlatan on top. The only interesting thing was seeing Panias start and not Antuna. I think we all figured that Antuna would start, but he didn't. So we saw Panias there, which I necessarily wasn't upset with. I mean, I kind of
It's cool.
I threw that out there on Monday's episode. If what we thought about Panias, and I think we all were cool with it, except that Antuna is the one that's been playing consistently, so we figured that if he's available, he will play. But he didn't, at least not in the first half. And man, what a shit show of game. Right?
Yeah.
We had, in the first half, opportunities to go goal, 2, maybe even 3 ahead in the first half, which we couldn't put away. I mean, Zlatan had that one that, the commentary said he tried to chip it, and I don't know how much of a chip that really was. He kind of kicked it towards goal. Did you?
You saw the chip?
Yeah, I saw him trying to chip.
I mean, he attempted a chip.
Like he took too long.
He attempted a chip. I mean, I don't know how much of a chip came out. He attempted a chip. Again, I don't think it was all that great. We saw Fabio. He gets a ball dropped to his feet in the second pole. Right? So it's pretty much him and the goalie, and he shoots it hard,
right at the keeper.
But right at the keeper. Easy stuff, right? And listen, in before I get any further, I don't want to take anything away from Irwin. Irwin had a decent match, but we made it easy, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like we make a lot of goalies look above average, above than what they're used to.
All I could remember was that one header he saves. That shit was dope.
Oh, the stairs one, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only one I remember being like, oh shit. But
that
I
happened.
think we all shot it straight at him.
Listen, so there is a play where Fabio had it, and I thought he was gonna take a shot with his right second pole. He decides to pull and shoot with his left to the first pole. Easy save for Irwin. It bounces back towards Fabio again. Takes it first time, and he forces Irwin to a save. Maybe not the most difficult save, but he forced him to a save. I mean, in the first half, those 3 that I just mentioned are in the first half. And that puts us up. I mean, listen, if we are 100% clinical, that puts us up 3-0. If we put up 2/3, up 2-0, man, if we just get one in there, go 1-0 in half, and it changes the game. At least, in my opinion, right? I'm assuming
since
here.
We're talking about it, the way that they came out, did you feel a sense of urgency from this team? Did you feel a sense of trying to go out and make it happen?
No.
But and you know what? I'm gonna sound like a dick, right? But a lot of that I think is on Carrasco. I just don't feel like he doesn't have the energy in that midfield that's contagious. Listen, when I see Jonah play and I see Jonah like busting his ass off to get back and make a tackle, sliding everywhere, reaching in, like that energy is contagious, and I see it, right? Because then you see Fabio come in there and try to get the ball the same way. You see Pavon try to come in and get the same way. I don't think Carrasco has the same energy, and maybe there was a lack of leadership from the midfield that I see Jonah bring to the team. Right? Again, maybe a little bit of a dickish move for me for just pinpointing it
I
out
think
on
so.
Carrasco, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about that. I just definitely the energy wasn't there. At least not for as an
For what
important
we
game
needed.
as we thought it was. Right? Listen, I so the first half ends 0-0. Second half comes up. We have that good opportunity with Steris. Irwin comes out with a big block in that one. Right?
Mhm.
He puts it over the bar. Big block. Still 0-0. A few minutes later, George, here I'm gonna ask you something, right?
Yeah.
Steris is out wide with Yoshinoya.
Mhm.
No, I shouldn't say that. That's gonna come back and bite us in the ass. With
Never mind. Nope. You said that by yourself. I don't know where you came up with that. That's disrespectful of you.
with
Just call him
Shiashishki.
Yoshi.
With Shiashishki, whatever the fuck his name is, Sashimi. He's out of one.
Can't see me.
He's out wide with Ceres. He probably has the better bounce to it. The ball's gonna fall in front of him. Steris commits an early foul. Now, I don't know if you recall because you might have been a little intoxicated on Monday, but you
I
asked for that. You said you want to see them kill the momentum early, kill the foul early.
Mhm.
That foul led to our first goal. Now we could talk about the first goal. Right?
Okay.
And how it happened.
Okay.
Do you-
Listen. You're
do you
just
take that
trying to
back?
You're just.
I'm
trying-
asking-
no,
I'm
not
asking you
at
to take it back. I'm
all.
asking you to take it back. That's all I'm
Hell
asking you.
No, not at all. Let's get to the goal. You
Yeah, listen.
follow your man.
Oh my
you
God.
follow as a defender.
Oh my
you
God.
Follow your man. That man went in by himself, untouched. If it felt like they gave him a 2-second head start on Shovik. When they
Did you
scored
see-
the goal,
Yeah.
hold on. When they scored the goal, I turned around and I said, I get what everyone's talking about now. I finally get it. It took me until this, maybe because I wasn't so critical, but it took me until this game to see just what were you doing? I don't understand. First of all, you let him get in front of you. Already that's a bad move. Stop the run before it happens. Stop the run. If not, get in front of him and beat him to the ball. I don't understand how that man one-on-one beat Shovik.
The thing about it is he beats him by getting away from him, right? Like Shovit gets lost, and I try to go back and see replay, and I don't understand how he just loses him. Like he doesn't do anything special. He just kind of
no
runs towards
screen,
first ball.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah, like it's just a lack of awareness. Is that again, right? That moment where they lose focus, they're not on their top of their shit, and that happens. My God, that was bad though, because like it's so bad. Like he's in there. What I mean, if you look at the frame on the replay, like Shovik is a full body behind him.
I don't understand it. I do not understand it. So back to your question, I 100% agree with the foul.
Yeah,
Because there's no way that person should have been by himself one-on-one against a goalie and a header.
okay, and I'll bring that back up in a little bit. I'm kind of setting it.
I feel like
everything
you're
up.
setting me up.
I'm
I feel
saying,
like
no,
you're
no,
just
no,
like-
not you,
you're just
not
throwing
you,
something-
not
all right.
you.
Okay.
I'm not setting you up. I'm just setting something up. I'm setting something up.
Okay. All right, I'll take it.
So we're down 1-0, bro. 78th minute, right?
Mhm.
On a game that we had by far the
So you're
clearest
not
opportunity.
you're not gonna put anything on Bingham for
On
coming
that
out like
goal?
that? Yeah.
Listen, so what's I think he tries to anticipate it without realizing the runs, right? So yeah, I'll give him some. I'll give him some. Nah, I'm not giving credit. He shouldn't have came out that way. I'll give you that much. He should not come out that way, right? At all.
Okay. How
But-
should have came out?
As long as you say that, he shouldn't have came out like that. Because regardless, it's a if he doesn't come out, it's still a goal.
Yeah. And that was my point.
100%
That's my
agree- I
point.
100%
That's my
agree
point.
with you.
Yeah. I don't think. But listen.
But the way he came out, oh my God, bro.
Well, you know what it is too is the fact that he's looking at trajectory of the ball, right? And if there's no other players, if it's a practice ground, he's gonna get the ball where he was at. The fact that he doesn't take for a second consideration of the players running in, and seeing how the ball's coming and where the players are running, to stay on your line, that's the problem, right? Like again, listen. I think if he's on his line, that goal still goes in. You know what I mean? So if I avoided talking about Bingham in this place because I don't think no matter what, I don't think he could have done much, right? It had to be a Irwin caliber of block like the one he had on Steris, which in my opinion was easier than to block the one they got scored on than the one Bingham got scored on. But it had to be at that level, like the reaction had to be super on top. I don't think it happens because of the way the run-in happens. So I didn't want to talk about him again. But if you wanted me to say,
It's a fair question.
if you want to say, should he come out that way? Is that a right way to come out? Hell no. By no means. That's a bad. He came out wrong. Absolutely. But back to it, right? 78th minute. We're down 1-0. We get a couple subs at this point. I think who comes in? We get Cuello comes in for I'm sorry, Antuna comes in. Antuna comes in for Pavias.
Pavias, like in the 50 something.
Yeah, he comes in the 54th minute. We get Cuello coming in for Fabio in the 73rd.
Oh, Fabio went down with injury.
Yeah, he did. Anybody see that? It was Cav, right? It was Cav and it was taped. You seen it? Like it was taped, so it was something that he was already working with. I hope it was early, and then he felt a little tug. He was like, "Okay, I'm out. We got to play Sunday."
Yeah, because he no one was around him. He just kind of looked over to the bench, called for his sub, and I mean, he kind of looked like he was about to cry.
Also, but it's one of those that I'll take. I think GBS saw the header that went to him. It could have been a concussion. They see this, are like, you know what? That's already.
That's enough.
Two things that happen. We need him for the rest of the season. Like they're being cautious with Alessandrini. Take this man out for this and have him ready for Sunday.
And can we be honest about this? It wasn't his best game.
No,
it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Pavon's best. It wasn't Pavon's best. It wasn't anyone's best game.
Yeah. Well, okay. I agree, but I think because of how Fabio had been coming to play, I think his dip was a little more obvious to me than Pavon. Than anybody else. So I think he had a pretty bad game, and he came out. I hope it's not a long-term injury because I want him back. Look for Sunday back. So I hope it wasn't that. So he comes out. We're playing. It's not necessarily like after they score a goal on us. I think we brought the level up a little bit, but it wasn't the case we have seen where like we completely dominate after we get scored a goal, so we get a goal back. We did put some pressure. We ended up getting back-to-back corners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Pipo Gonzalez levels us up. Beautiful header. He beats the defense. Down, pointed down to the ground. Beats Irwin. Goal 1-1. I'm feeling better, right? Because I'm still shitty. I think like, okay, let's go away with a tie.
Yeah, I was at Beer Garden and everybody went crazy, and I didn't even celebrate because I was annoyed. The whole fucking that game was fucking annoying. So. Everybody celebrated. I'm over here thinking like, yeah, we're walking away with 3 points before the game started. To see them play like shit the whole game and not finish the chances we had. So when we tied, I was like, it's a draw, dog. Like I wanted 3 points. Like I'm not satisfied.
Yep. No, 100%. But at that point, I'm thinking it's a draw. But less than 3 minutes later, you fucking Sashimi, Yoshi.
No, yeah.
He has this like 15-20 yard drive from outside. It starts outside the box, and it's people and it's Cuello and Steris comes in late on him. Right, he does this like simple cut. It wasn't nothing super skill based. It was a simple cut to the inside. It gets past. It gets behind people. Cuello's following him. We see Steris trying to come in. There's pressure on him, right? There's nobody that actually physically touches him, and he falls. Right after he falls, there's a clash between him, Steris, and Cuello. The ref calls a pen.
Do you remember a couple minutes prior when he dribbled on the right? He dribbled in the same way Steris. On the right side.
Yeah, he did
on the right side, and it was like, "Fuck, dude, how are you gonna let him just walk in like that?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he does the same shit again.
So here, let me ask a question. Before the replay, did you guys think it was a penalty?
Yeah. Before the replay, I did.
I wasn't paying attention. I only saw the replay.
So
yeah,
when I saw it real time, I thought it was a penalty. Uh-huh. Right? When I saw penalties, before the replay, I thought it was a penalty. I seen the replay from the angle that's behind. and it kind of you see the whole trajectory, and when nobody touches it, I'm like, all right, easy call. That's gonna go to VAR, no penalty, right? Yo, that play never went. That play never went to VAR. I am
No.
100%. I'm 100% sure that in the ref's ear, they had it. His name is Basakos, right? I'm sure in Basakos' ears they were telling him, hey, this is questionable. Review it. He must have thought he saw something, not to review that. But I don't get it, right? If the VAR's in place and you're getting told in your ear, because they had to have told him, they had to have seen that replay and say, hey, check this out.
This is gonna lead up to something. I think the linesmen were in his ear as well. It looked like he was very easily influenced by something. If he wasn't sure about something, he took someone else's words, because we'll get to that in a second. But I personally, going through any possible outcome or any possible scenario, I think that was it. But
It's wild though, right? I mean, like once you saw replay, you did you not feel confident it was going to get overturned?
100%.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna get overturned. I just don't understand. Obviously refs make mistakes.
Yeah, but that's what VAR's there for.
It's normal. Yeah, it's normal. You have the technology now it's okay if you make a mistake, because you have a fucking video review to back you up and be like, you know what, I fucked up. Let me fix this.
Yeah.
Why don't you go to it? No matter what, like, you should. I think it should be common to fucking review every goal after, just to be sure that there's nothing or any fucking play that you can review. Just go look at it real quick.
Listen, and I have the ref in the field, the center ref, he has the last call, right? So if he says, no, I'm sticking to my guns, this is the call, then that's what goes. I have no doubt that somebody was in his ear to them, hey, this is something you might want to see. I have no doubt that that's something that happened, because if you see the replay, it's pretty fucking obvious. It's pretty fucking obvious. Nobody touches him, right? There's a lot of pressure on him. Nobody touches him. And listen, I'm not even going to say he dives, right? I'm not even going to say he dives. I'm saying there's a lot of pressure on him, and he probably lost his footing. So because you know what I mean? But it's not a pen. Unfortunately, there was no review. They give the pen. Bingham gets there. He just can't make the fucking block. Close. And I don't even listen. That shit just irks me so much and I know the feeling, right? I know the feeling of diving the right way, getting there and not getting the ball out. It fucking sucks. Fucked up. Unfortunate for him, but we're down 2-1 at the 84th minute. It's wild, man. It's fucking wild. It's back and forth. There's a chance created. Wait, could I ask a question? I don't know if you guys remember this or not. Did Pavon's red card come before Rolf's penalty, or
before?
Before Rolf's, after their penalty.
After their second goal, before Rolf's.
So they scored the 84th minute. They start trying to hide the ball anytime they get it. Go into a corner trying to hide the ball, as they should. Listen, I'm not going to knock on them, because, you got 2-1 victory. 2-1 lead in the last minutes. You hide that ball. You know what I mean? You go to the corner and look for fouls. And they did that well. They were hiding the ball well. Like you had Shelvick, you had Pavon, and you had Cuello, all fighting for that ball, right? Yeah. As Pavon goes to slide to get the ball, what I'm assuming is to bounce the ball off of him to get the possession back. I think Cuello pushes him.
No, it was the other Colorado player, because there was two of them.
I think it was
I forgot his name, and then Yoshinoya was coming in.
Yeah.
So when Pavon's trying to kick the ball off the first player, he gets a little push, and as he's falling, he swings through. But Yoshinoya gets possession, cracks him right in the shin.
But like the contact is initiated by that push, right? They move them from a push.
Yeah.
He swings. I don't think it was ever
reckless.
Listen, it could be a little reckless, but it was never with man intention. It was always trying to play for a ball, and it wasn't like out of.
Not only that, he was trying to kick the ball away from the player who had possession at the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
The other player comes in to take the possession from his teammate to keep the ball hiding, because Pavon was already on top. So it was just two players going at the ball at the same time, but one was off balance at the moment, which was Pavon.
So they fucking and not so I was watching it. I'm not even gonna say where I was watching it, but I was watching through like a BN sports stream. So their transmission got a little weird at that point, and I never even saw the red card. I just seen like the title treatment that said Pavon red card, and I see
So
him walking.
did you see the scuffle or anything?
So I get yeah, but like so the commentary was like off sync with when I was watching it,
Uh-huh.
and the visuals didn't match that. So I was trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Mhm.
But I never saw the red card, right? Like I just saw it on the title. It says Pavon red card, and I'm bugging now because I'm like, yo, like yes, it's a foul, but come on, that's harsh. That's harsh as fuck, right?
Yeah.
He walks. I mean, he walks all the way to the midfield, kind of shaking his head and saying, "I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything." Before he gets stopped by the fourth official, and he's like, "Chill. They're gonna go check it. They check it. Listen, there was VAR in that game because they checked that one, and they made the right call and overturned the red card."
So like I mentioned with the whole VAR thing and how the ref was easily influenced. So even without looking at the play through our broadcast, well, I don't know if you were able to hear it at Beer Garden, myself, but through our broadcast, it was shared that the linesman is the one that told the middle ref that it was a reckless play, and the linesman was right there in front of him. So without even looking at it, without even hesitating, he pulled out the red card. After that conversation with the linesman is when he pulled out that red card.
I heard it because they had they had full volume at Beer Garden for the game,
for sure.
but it looked like it. It looked like the linesman was like, "Yo, that's a card." He was telling the ref like, "That's a red card. That's a red card." Which I don't understand.
That's reckless. Like that's
how
reckless.
The fuck is that a red card?
I mean, he's right there in front of him, so he has to see the contact that happens prior to Pavon sliding, right? Like that movement that is caused by the contact by the other player. Like it's just ridiculous to me how that was ever called a red card to begin with. Luckily, it got overturned. Man, this is already in stoppage time. They initially said 4 minutes. And after all that shit happened, after they went to VAR, everything, they upped that to 9 minutes, right? So we were going to the 99th minute. In between that time, there's a cross into Zlatan, the second pole. He puts it back in and gets a deflection. It falls on Felcher with open goal. He gets a head to it, and it goes wide. That gets followed by a kick in the dome. A kick in the dome, and it was a full contact kick in the dome. No pen.
My initial reaction when I saw that, I was like, Felcher is the biggest piece of shit ever, and he's faking this because he missed a wide open goal. I'm not saying. My initial reaction, I was like, get your ass up. You missed a wide open goal. You fucked up any chance. And then I believe that's when I went to our group chat and I started counting Masa, and then I said, roll forever or something like that.
Get your boy Ralph, roll forever.
I still stick to that comment because that goal should have been made.
Listen, so I don't think he was overplaying the fact that he got kicked. I think he got kicked.
No,
but
not at all.
He's a piece of shit.
He did get kicked hard because in the slow replay, you can see his head go up and then his boop all the way up. I don't disagree that he got hit. He got hit, but you should make that goal.
Yeah, listen, and there's an uproar about that, and I'm not sure. Like I'm no, soccer rules expert. So I don't necessarily know the calling on that, but what's obvious to me though, if Felcher gets there and connects correctly and scores that goal is given, right? If he puts that ball in the back of the net, that's a goal, regardless of if you get him kicked or not. That's a goal. So it's not. We don't get that goal. We don't get a pen. Game finishes 2-1. I go on Twitter and I say, I'll paraphrase because I don't have the tweet up, but I say, yes, we could get mad for the refs fucking up some calls, but at the end of the day, we left it in their hands to make those bad calls. If we're clinical, we put away our chances. This game's out of the refs' hands, right? It doesn't matter if he gets that pen.
You put that?
Yeah, he did.
I
retweeted both of you guys' tweets because I said something similar.
I was gonna say similar to yours. I put. Kobe said it right. When it's all said and done, the LA Galaxy had their chances. Whatever happened at the end shouldn't mean shit if we. Well, this is what I put at the end. It shouldn't mean shit if we put 3 clear ones away early.
Yeah. Listen,
I said something similar, but I got shit for it because I put don't blame the refs. yo, this team played trash as fuck today. This is all on the G's, no one else. But everybody want to give me shit like, oh, the refs this, the ref that.
Me too.
Dog,
Me
we
too.
put
Obviously,
this game
I'm always
away
gonna find an
early.
excuse. We know, we understand, but there's no fucking urgency in this team. If you guys want to say some shit, don't blame the refs. Get out there and fucking cheer on your team and blame them. They came out with no urgency. They say we hear all this shit about it's a playoff game, it's a must win. If that's how you're gonna go play in the playoffs, what the fuck are you gonna do for us?
Well,
What
listen.
we're just
In
prolonging our season by one game. If that's how you're gonna go play in the playoff, if you say it's a playoff game, playoff mentality, what the fuck's gonna happen?
on Monday, I said this is a must-win game, and I made it clear that it wasn't about points. It wasn't about standings. It was about being able to beat Colorado, right? Because if we aim to win, you know, to win the MLS Cup this year, to go far in the playoffs, then we have to go make light work out of Colorado. Because Colorado's not that good. And we saw that. Colorado's not that good. Colorado is not that good, man. The first goal was a complete fuck up in our end for not knowing how to fucking defend on the set piece when that happened. And the second goal was a ghost penalty. Colorado's not that good. And we can't go out there and make light work off of them. What the fuck are we aiming for in the playoffs?
We sound like that one coach. The Bears are who we thought they were. You remember that shit? That famous. Yeah, dog,
Yeah.
that's exactly what we sound like.
Man, all right. So yeah, I had a full 24 hours to think about that tweet and the reaction that I got. And I'll say this: after 24 hours, I stick to my guns. I feel the same way, right? Listen, and I had this conversation with Glenn on our chat. Regardless of the back calls, this game had the same script that all the other games we've taken L's or drawn to have had. We play better, we have better chances, and we end up not taking the full points home or any points home. Regardless of what the regardless of the focus of the refs, they had the same game script. There's nothing different that I saw in this game than other games. Yes, we created more chances. Yes, we had some clear opportunities, but we can't push shit away, and we can't finish the game and just call it night early. You know what I mean? We can't. This game should have been fucking light work. I mean, listen, Angel was in here talking about 4-0. Masa, you said what, 4-1? You said 3-1?
5-0.
5-0. Listen, and realistically, those are not with the players that we have. Those are not scores that should be like how this was tripping. But if you look at the team, how they're playing, how they've been playing this season, listen, we're optimistic as fuck because that was never going to happen. I try to come out here and say 3-2, thinking that we'll get scored on, but we scored more. Man, look at that shit. We got one goal. We could have had two, but we didn't because we didn't want it because we couldn't put
Not
it
only
away.
that. Sorry to interrupt you, Rudy. We got one goal off a set piece.
Yeah.
Not even on fucking run of play. That's fucking embarrassing. With the
Against
fucking
Colorado.
players we have up top, regardless if Chris Pontius was playing over Antuna, it was still Pavon, Zlatan, and Fabio.
Who was
on forward.
who was on who? Sorry to cut you off. Who was on the guy the man mark, the guy the weekend guy, the one with the frizzy hair?
Abubakar?
Yeah, he did his
Pavon?
he started off in Zlatan, then he switched off to Pavon. I was hearing that their play was whoever's the best in that offense, stick to him. I don't understand when he was on Zlatan why Pavon couldn't do anything one-on-one with somebody or vice versa. I don't. If you're GBS and you see that man mark is happening, what should you do? Tell me that.
But dog, listen, look at that play that Pavon does, right? He controls the ball, he does a quick feint, and then he puts it through the legs onto Zlatan
That was
inside
the
the
first
area.
touch. First touch.
And what you see what I mean? And it's Zlatan. It's not Sardez that has the bad touch. It's not fucking Antuna with a bad touch. It's not Shovel with a bad touch. It's Zlatan with a bad touch.
So
Right?
what are we saying that
game
point?
script, man. These guys are not necessarily in there, bro. Like in here, I heard it on Riot Squadcast, right? My boy Andrew was talking about this. He asked how much blame do you put on GBS versus the players. I think Eddie said players. I'm the same boat with Eddie because game script. If our players do their work, if our players do what they need to do, our forwards do what they need to do, we're scoring 3-4 goals in that game, and it's a
I
wrap.
do say I stand by it. It is the players. The player ultimately they're the ones out there. The coach could tell you do X, Y, and Z, and you're not doing it. But at the end of the day, if you're not doing it, then what does that what does that mean to your word to these players? What does that mean when you tell them, when you get in their ear and you tell them this is what you have to do, and they don't go out there and do it? How much of a leader are you being to these players? I'm not. I'm listen. Listen. This went a little too long. I'm not on the GBS out thing, but I'm just. It's just things that you see when you finally go back and take in the game. Is like, wait, why the fuck doesn't this happen? I don't understand this. I don't get that.
I
It's huh?
I agree with the players not being there, and I kind of agree with what you're saying. But for this game, I feel like we could go back to what Rudy was saying that Carrasco doesn't have that
Energy.
I don't know that spark or that energy. You know, I think if Jonathan or even Leggett was paired up to Corona, we might have that little extra. I don't want to throw an excuse. I think Carrasco and Corona should be just as good to go up against a fucking Colorado team that's trash.
Yes, yes.
But I don't know if it's that lack in the middle of, you
So
know.
let me ask you something.
Well, okay, go for it.
If those midfielders, and we know they're not that great, and we need a leader, and we know that possibly can't come from them, who is it next to step up? I think it's a Star time to step up, because we're not sitting here saying Carrasco and Corona had a bad game. We're not sitting here saying that they fucked up and they caused a goal. We're not sitting here saying that. We're sitting here saying they didn't add that Jonah level to it, and I personally don't think that's their responsibility.
Maybe, maybe, but the
I
thing
think
is, like,
it's I'll go for Rudy. I think it's just a fucking like a team. Like I don't know, bro. They just didn't look like they wanted to play yesterday.
what see in
The whole team did that though.
but what I'll say to that though is like where we lose these two players is fucking critical. It's in the middle of the park. It's our fight. It's our creativity. It's the plug. It's what gets us going. And when we lose that, listen, ain't nothing against Corona because I like Corona, but like Masa said, if you pair him up against with Leggett, you pair him up with Jonah, it's a different Corona than we pair him up against with Carrasco, right? And I think that was, in my opinion, I think that was like one of the biggest left falls. With that being said, though, again, I'm gonna say this one more time. With that being said, we created the fucking chances to win this game. Right, that's why I'm not talking a lot about Carrasco and Corona because we created the chances with them not being legit and Jonah. We created a fucking chance to win. We just couldn't put them away. At the end of the day, this fucking game is played to score goals, to take the opportunities you get, and we can't do that consistently or in a clinical way. We don't do that, and since we don't do that, we end up with fucking situations like on Wednesday, like last night, and we're still in 8th place now, even with games with everybody else outside of the playoff because we can't finish the game. I'm gonna say
Portland's
two things.
Still one game under us.
Yeah,
one
are
game
they?
less. Portland. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this to wrap up Colorado.
Cool.
We are definitely part of this Galaxy fan base that like to give them excuses. We'll find an excuse to let them off easy. I can't do that anymore. I will not do this for this Colorado game. So I'm not gonna allow, or at
Thank
least
you.
I won't say that it was the ref's fault. So I'm not gonna do that. And two, George said GBS out, so attack him on Twitter.
No, hey, I back you 100% because when you go out there and say everything's a must win and you come out and you play like that, then you could give a fuck less.
Yeah.
And no, never mind. I don't want to start conspiracy theories. I'm done with that shit.
I'm glad you guys finally said that because I think I said it. What game was it that we lost and these fools played dope as fuck? And I was like, I'm tired of making excuses, dog.
I was like
this
6 games ago.
Yeah,
It was.
and still same shit. And I'm gonna put a little more on Zlatan, dog, because I feel like he had 2 chances where, dog, it was a 1v1 basically, and he let Abubakar come in out of nowhere and just fucking make a block on him. Like, put that shit away, bro. Like, what the fuck? Fabio too. Like, work out your fucking legs or something. Get off a better, harder shot. Your shots are weak as fuck right now.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I don't understand why we can't
Tell
fucking
'em.
finish 1v1s, bro. That shit gets me so hot. And I'm not making excuses. I've been 6 games ago saying, why the fuck do I want to play nice? Why the fuck do I want all the possession if we can't win games? I could care less. I could care less about possession. I want results. I want 3 points. Give me ugly football. Give me 3 points. I do not give a fuck. I'm tired of this shit. No more excuses. Stop fucking pretending like we're a good team. We're an okay team with dope ass players when they want to play.
Listen, and I'm gonna just before we move on to KC because that's what we got to go on to. The last a few Galaxy games, and it's going back to the 12th of August. 2-1 loss to DC, where I felt we were a better team. We took no points from that. We beat Dallas 2-0, where I thought we continued the our shape from DC, and I was excited about that. We followed that up by a 2-2 draw to Seattle, and you guys remember that? It was the Steris red card in the 5th minute. We gave an excuse for that because of that. We went to LAFC and scored 3 on them early and let them tie up, so we ended up 1 point for that, 3-3. We went to Sounders, lost 4-3 a couple weeks ago, and then now we lost to Colorado 2-1. All these games I just talked about right now, I feel like we're the better team. If not 100% of the game, definitely a portion of the game, we're a better team, and we got legit 5 points out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 points possible. Not good enough. Not fucking good enough, and we can't go into playoff with that kind of streak and that kind of performance going on. Moving on. Again, we sit 8th place, only 1 point away from a playoff seed at 7th place, with Dallas being at 743, Portland at 643, 28 games played. San Jose at 44, 29 games played. Minnesota 45, 29 games played. Seattle 46, 29 points, and Real Salt Lake with 29 points, 46 points, 29 games played. Still there. It's still there, but the Galaxy has to do something to get into these fucking playoffs, because right now they're not.
It doesn't depend just on us either.
Yeah.
Because we have to, dog. And yesterday there was like 2 favorable results for us, and we did not capitalize again.
But I think Cheesy was the one that helped us out with or Fernando or somebody was the one that helped us out with the schedule. There's a lot of games that are in our favor. So if we go out and we make this shit happen. Yesterday was one of those days where scores went in our favor, but we couldn't happen. So yes, it is a must win. Things have to happen in our favor, but I think if we go out and take care of business and win these games, we don't care about what's happening around us, because everything's just so close.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're 1 point away from being in the playoffs, right? In the 7th seed, but we're 1 point away from being in the playoffs. Let's get into this KC game. Listen, for what it's worth, on Sunday is going to be an amazing day. The tailgates are going to be popping. It is Central American Appreciation Night, presented by AFTA. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time.
It's also Laker night for Massa. Hell yeah. What it do, baby?
I'll be there.
The activities are going to be amazing. I'm not necessarily sure what the fuck to expect from this team. But let's try to get into it. Let's talk lineups. Big Bingham in the back. I think that's a given. Right? What do we do from here? Right? Polenta, people, and Esteris are all available. Do we see all 3 of them in the lineup?
My lineup sees Polenta on the left, Stairs and people in the center backs.
And I'm sorry. So let's go with you, George, and then I'll come back to you, Masa.
Okay. And
so let's do
on the right. I have Rolf. Considering he played 45 minutes the day before. Was it the day before?
Yep.
I don't think he had a bad game. I don't think he did anything for me, and I'm usually hard on him. I don't think anything other than the Yoshinoya run through that he had. I think he was a part of it too with Stairs. In the midfield, I think we have to go back to Jonah Leggett.
Yes,
they don't get.
please.
Yeah, I think we have to. In considering how Fabio is, I have Fabio in front of them. On the right, we have to go back. It's an easy lineup. I think on the right we have Antuna. On the left we have Pavon. Up top we have Zlatan. I think the only hit or miss is if Fabio is still injured. Yeah, if Fabio's still injured, I'll put Pontius in that role.
Okay. Masa, what you got?
I got Bingham, Shelbeck on the left, Polenta, Stairs, and Felcher. I got Leggett, Jonah, if Fabio's healthy. Then Fabio at Cam. I got Pavon on the left, Antuna on the right, Zlatan up top. If Fabio's hurt, then I plug Leggett, Jonah, and Corona in the middle.
Yeah. So I am a hybrid of both of you guys because I think I would rather see Polenta out left.
I said that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So I'll go with that. I'll go with that even. So Bingham, Polenta, Pipo, Steris, and Rolf, Leggett, and Jonah, Fabio, Slatan, Pavone, and Antuna. If Fabio is not available, I'll go with what Masa said. Plug Leggett there, and have Jonah and Corona in the midfield. So yeah, definitely a hybrid between both you guys. But I the only reason I go Polenta out left is because I think we want all our best players in the field this game.
Yep.
And I think Polenta is definitely a better player than Shelvick. Maybe not better left back, but better player overall. All right, boys. KC is not the KC that we used to. KC is the KC that has been struggling this year. With that being said, they're 5 points away from us, 6 points away from playoffs. Right? With the way the West is, that's not a stretch. That's not a stretch to say they can make a run. But in order for them to make the run, they have to start this week, and we play against them. KC's last 6 games have been a loss to Salt Lake in August, a loss to Orlando City. Then they went on a 3-game winning streak to beat San Jose, Minnesota, and Houston, all Western Conference opponents. Last week they lost to Timbers 2-1, and now they face us. What do you guys? Let's talk about the G's. What do you want to see from them? And I know this is gonna sound repetitive.
Rudy, what am I gonna say? Rudy,
You're gonna
George. I want George to say it. George, tell me, baby. Punch him where, dog.
go out there and don't punch him in the mouth. Don't have no, because I don't know what the fuck to say anymore. Don't have any urgency. Don't just sit back, relax, go for the tie. If anything, if you want to lose. Because I don't know what the fuck to say. I think we could go back to day one of this fucking of this season and said punch him in the mouth early, because that's when we have our best games. That's when we control the game. That's when we dictate what we have to do. That's when it's our game. But I've been saying it. That shit hasn't happened. Maybe that shit's happened 2 or 3 times in this whole season. So I don't know what to say. But if you have to ask me, go out there, punch him in the nut. But.
Man, it's my God. Here, I'll give you my take. I want to see Leggett and Jonah and Fabio, and if it's not Fabio, whoever the combination is, those 3 guys in the middle, the 2 deeper lane midfields and our cam, I want them involved 75 to 80% of the time. I want the ball to go through them a lot of time and ping Antuna and ping Pavon and ping Slatan when they have opportunities to get open. Right? I don't want to see. I want to see less of this. Go out to Antuna or go out to Pavon first, and then go back towards the middle. I want to see it come out the middle and then go out wide. Right? Go out wide with space. Go out wide at top of the box. Find them in attacking opportunities and not in neutral or defensive positions. Right? I think we see the best from our players when we have Pavon facing goal, when we have Antuna with space to run at the end line. And most important of all, I want to see Zlatan stay in that fucking striker position. Not out right, not out left, trying to give a 1-2 pass. I want him in striker position with one goal in his mind, is to header the ball in or to get the first time shot on goal. Yeah. That's what I want, right? Defensively, what am I going to say?
Don't get scored on.
Stay focused 100% of the time. Don't have these moments where you lose track of what the fuck you're doing and get this goal scored on. I just need you to stay focused, right? But again, I don't necessarily. I don't think in this. I mean, I'm getting a lot way ahead of myself. I don't think we keep clean sheet. I'm just hoping we outscore them by a lot.
At this point, that's it.
Right. What do you think, Masa?
Play ugly. Give me 3 points. That's all I want. I don't care how you do it. You do it.
That's the athletic way. And I think that's the athletic way, but that's not us.
I don't give a fuck if it's not us. I need that right now.
I'd rather not.
Listen,
if that's what we're gonna do, to just get in the playoffs and lose, fucking let's not get in. I don't care.
No, listen, if we could play ugly and just win, we could win out. Win in the playoffs, play ugly.
What does that do?
I still remember that fool Rudy's still salty when Inter won
Inter,
the
yeah,
Champions League because
yep,
they played fucking ugly, but they
yep.
won the Champions
It's
League
fucking boring as
playing
shit.
fucking ugly.
What is it? Milito scored the
Hey,
goal. Boring as shit.
yeah, Diego Milito scored too.
Fucking boring
Hey,
ass game, trash
let's
ass game.
do that shit.
But listen,
I don't
but
give a
listen.
fuck.
I'll
Let's
tell you
do it.
this much. I'll tell you this much, right? You tell me right now we're gonna play ugly as shit. We're gonna get these 3-2 victories for the rest of the year. And we're gonna win MLS Cup that way. I won't remember in 10 years from now. I'm just gonna be celebrating back in 2019 when we won the MLS Cup. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a shit. If you're gonna tell me we're gonna win a cup by playing ugly, dog, play super ugly. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Just play it. I just need victories,
right.
man. I need
I'm
points,
bullshitting.
baby.
I don't give a fuck. If we win, yippee.
Yuppie, you know what I mean? I'm dead serious though, right? Like, and you guys ask 100 Galaxy fans this question: if we're gonna play ugly and it's not gonna be the way we want to play
You
soccer,
don't know. Don't
but
ask
with
Galaxy
MLS
fans. You know what's gonna happen. No, shut up.
actually,
No,
that's
come on,
actually
come
true,
yeah.
though. You're actually
Yeah.
true. You're actually right. You might be right. I'm saying most logical people would answer yes, give me the cup instead of playing pretty or whatnot. But yeah, man. But listen, if there's a possibility to win, I think it's gonna be. It definitely has to be a connection between our a deeper lane midfield and our cam, feeding our wingers and our striker. That's what needs to happen. When it comes to KC has been a weird team to even talk about this year, just because they've been so injury prone. I remember, like in the beginning of the year, they were up to like 8 players who were injured. Like they had a game when they couldn't even complete the 18. They had 15 men on the field because they couldn't have enough players healthy.
That's wild.
They've gotten healthier. Again, right? If I'm looking at the roster, at least who they started last week against Portland, Feilhaber, Hurtado, Espinosa, and was it Gerso? The only ones that kind of ring a bell. I don't know much about KC either. That's another team. Just because they've been so poor this year, I have not paid any attention to them.
I think that's the problem when we don't know shit about teams is when they come out and surprise us. Honestly, all the teams that we play that we know about, that we have something that we even bother to fucking look at, we have somewhat of a plan. When is the teams that we come on here and say, we got this? There's no way that this shit's gonna happen.
Man, listen, George. I don't even know what to respond to that, right? Because I've been on both spectrums of this place where I'm like, yo, this team could be a problem, and we figured it out. And then the other side of that where this team is trash, we're gonna whoop their ass, and then they come out and just figure something out against us. I'll say this. Pete Vermees is a fucking like he's one of the coaches who has proven to know how to play against us. I know earlier this year we ended up getting that 2-0 victory at KC, but again I think that was still when they were injury prone or injury ridden. These guys are going to come out with a different attitude. Again, I'm telling you, they're 6 points away from playoffs. Not something that's drastically out there, out of the realm possibilities of them actually achieving. So I think they have a lot to play for, and I'm scared of that. I'm scared of that because I could see how Vermees could get to these players, especially players who have been underperforming or have been injured this year, and say, hey, we got 6 points to get into playoffs. We got to get this victory on the road, get them up for this game. Whereas I don't know how much of a hangover we're gonna have from this Colorado game, right? How much in the feelings are these players? How much in their feeling are the players? Right? Are they really in their feelings? Do they feel done by? Do they not believe in themselves? I don't even know what to expect, right? Because I don't know if I believe in them anymore, right? How are they feeling? Like there's a lot of variables to this game. I am not necessarily confident of this game. And of the standings, to be quite fair. What do you guys think about KC?
Fuck KC. I don't care. Masa's right as fuck. It took me a minute to realize. Go out there and play ugly and we'll get this W.
All right. Let's get into some predictions. My man Angel, he's feeling bad, so I'll predict for him.
I apologize for Angel.
I'll predict for Angel. Angel's gonna say a 3-1 victory. Benga Mongol. Benga Mongol. And let's say 2 for Zlatan, 1 for
Daniel Stairs.
1 for Dennis Stairs. Fine. There you go. That's the Angel's prediction. What do you guys got?
I have 1-1 tie.
Ouch. Masa?
I got a W because I'm a piece of shit and
Y me gusta la mala vida.
me gusta la mala vida, dog. Es cumbia masa, dog. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 3-0 like a dumbass. I'm gonna go.
Clean sheet, huh?
Zlatan. Yeah, Zlatan gets two, and Pavon gets one. 3-0.
I'm gonna do 3-2 victory. I'm
Victory,
have
victory, victory.
I have to hit this one time though. I've been calling 3-2 for a minute and I haven't hit it, but I'm gonna hit it this time. I'm gonna say 3-2 victory. A double for Zlatan and a goal for Pavon. Pavon's gonna score right in front of us too and celebrate with us. Watch, telling you right now though. 3-2 victory. You know, I say that, and I want to believe it. You know what I mean? But man, there's something there. Like I don't know. But I'm stick to it. 3-2. We're all saying, actually, three of us are saying victory. Well, two and a half because I kind of
Angels a half even with him here.
Man, chill. See, that's how he's sick because you get him ulcers because you get him so mad, dog. You get him ulcers. You got to chill out on him, right? let my boy shy for a little bit. You predict a draw. I hope it's not a draw, man, because I don't think legit anything but.
Tell me when I said that wouldn't be some Galaxy shit though.
Yeah, no. Listen, I said 3-2, and I'm having a hard time trying to make myself believe that. So I hear you.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe what the 3-2.
3-2.
Man, I want to believe it.
Nah.
I'm gonna keep saying it. Dog. I'm gonna put it out in the universe. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make it happen.
I'm blinded
the
by
power.
Love. 3-0 sounds about right to me.
What was you saying?
I said I'm blinded by.
No.
I'm blinded by love.
What's you saying about?
Oh, I said 3-0.
What's you saying about being an hincha?
Yo soy hincha del Galaxy, no hincha de los resultados.
There you go. Same.
Ever since you said that, we've been eating shit. So how about you take that shit back and just say
we're resultados based.
Yeah, shut up. How about that?
Nah.
Play ugly, I don't care. Nah, yo soy hincha de resultados, all right?
Oh, shit.
Listen, we at late as fuck, so maybe. All right, boys. Let's get out of here. I do have some slight
ACB news.
Some ACB plugs. Yo, we got that fire jersey, George. You seen it in person now. You got that fire jersey.
I can't confirm nor deny that I was in that locker room today and I put it on. Yo, that shit is nice.
Right?
Shout out to Retro Tiraretas for that. Shout out to me personally because I designed that with someone else. Whoever told you that it was Big and Base. It was me and Big and Base that did that. Honestly, it came out beautiful. The material's nice. Go out there and pre-order that shit. The sizing's a little crazy. I think a small. I usually wear medium. I think it's gonna be a small for me because they do fit a little big. So whoever's ordering, when's the last day?
So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be the last day. When it comes to sizing, I would recommend a size smaller than you usually wear in because they do run a little bigger. So if you like more of a fitted look, definitely a size smaller. If you like a little looser, then you probably get true to your size. I for one wear large, and I wear XL most times when they're fitted. For that one, I wear large. So just to give a reference, George does medium usually. For that one, he goes a small size, a size smaller down to a small. Masa, what do you do? What do you do? A large or extra large on the retrotradeses?
I don't know.
So
I really don't know.
I do.
Hold on, let me check.
I think it's a little off because I wear medium for retros.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then these are also like not. Like the jersey itself is not necessarily like the ones they use for the retros. So again, for these jerseys, if you're asking me, I'll go size smaller if you like them fitted, true to size if you like them loose. Tomorrow is the last day to pre-order. I'm not necessarily sure what time we're taking the link down, but it will go down tomorrow at one point or another. We're doing this to make sure that we get all the orders in and make sure we can get them to you guys before the season ends. And I will have an update for you guys next week on when we're thinking the jerseys will get here and how we're going to redistribute them. So please, if you're interested in them, get them tomorrow, last day. I don't want to hear you guys talking about like, man, I wanted to get one, but they were out. They're there now. Pre-order
I heard
now.
that this might be the last time that they're out. Just to add to that hype, I heard that this is a one and done thing. There's a lot of shirts. There's a lot of things that ACB's done that's been one and done, and I feel left out. Don't have that FOMO on this one. This shit's nice.
This is something else, right? It's not a T-shirt. It's an actual jersey. I see some questions on Instagram about it. Is it just a T-shirt printed? No, it's a jersey. It's a legit
Actual
jersey.
jersey.
Collaboration with Retro Cervezas. See, because yeah, own that, own any of the jerseys, or you seen them in the stadium. Is that type of quality? It's legit. So go out there and get them. Again, for ACB members, you get one at 25. The rest are $30 each. If you're not ACB member, it's $30 each. And to me, I think it's more than a fair price for the quality that you're getting.
100%.
I can confirm I wear large.
Yeah, you see. So and again, right, the Galaxy jerseys, I'm always pretty much an XL just because they fit a little tighter. For these guys, I go large. Moving on. Sunday's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a great night. It's gonna be the first Central America Appreciation Night. After's really putting on a fucking show. I'm talking about we have live performances from cumbia band, marimba band. We're gonna have DJs. We're gonna have mad food, some pupusas going on, and meet you guys gonna be
Jorge Romeo Santos Pimentel will be there as well.
Man, it's gonna be a definitely good time. If you haven't bought tickets, you can buy tickets from us. You can buy tickets from Avja. I think it's illegalaxy.com/Avja, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm a piece of shit because I should have saw that before.
We'll post it.
We'll post it. We'll post it. And on top of that, like it's Laker night, right? It's also Laker night, so you're gonna get these
Trash.
you're gonna get these phone wallets with both Galaxy and Lakers branding, which is fucking fire if you're asking me. If you're not a weirdo like Masa who likes Clippers, you're gonna definitely enjoy this.
What it do, baby?
One last thing, Houston is gonna be popping, bro. The numbers for Houston are wild. Two things you need to do. You need to get your fucking flight. They're cheap as shit. I know last week, Jesse, you went out there too.
I caught mine for $71 round trip. I bought 3 tickets that day. Came out to $315.
Yo.
And Airbnbs are mad cheap. I got one for the weekend, $120.
Yo. All right, listen. Do this, right? Go to airport, get your fucking flight. It's gonna be cheap as shit. A lot of people are flying out Saturday morning, flying back in Monday morning. So if you gotta make some arrangements to, let your job know you're gonna be there a little late, take the day off of Monday, whatever you gotta do. Houston trip is gonna be fucking amazing. Listen, regardless of whatever situation go into Houston away trip is gonna be fucking amazing. So what you do is you go to LAX, you get your ticket for way cheaper because you save $18 per trip. That means $18 off on the flight there, $18 off on the flight back. Then you go to LAGalaxy.com/LAX and you pick up your tickets there. You ask for the tickets you need.
You have a couple weeks. You have maybe a week left to do that because I know you need some time in advance.
I think 14 days. 14 days before they close it off. But I tell you this, right? These tickets are gonna sell out. So if you're not in there, like, you're gonna have to hit up Malta. You're gonna have to hit up Alex and promise some things to get your ticket to go to Houston. So do that as soon as possible. Get your fucking flights. Reserve your tickets from the LA Galaxy, and then we can figure out housing and where you're crashing. Again, hit us up if you need to talk to people and share some rooms with people. We could probably link you up with other people going. But you do not want to miss this fucking away trip. If you've never been on a away trip, yep, this is the one to go to. If you've been on away trips, yep, this is another one you want to get to. Man, Houston away is going to be awesome. It's going to be the end of the regular season. Let's be out there.
I want to add one thing real quick about Houston. Book now before you realize that we're not making playoffs. So at least go enjoy it. At least go enjoy Houston.
That's accurate, though. That's accurate.
Book now, dog, before you regret it and you like, nah, I'm not going to Houston anymore. Do it now, please.
Yo, y'all not catch my drift? I was negative the whole show, and then I came to this, and I was being extra positive. Y'all supposed to catch my drift and just go with me. Y'all fucking hating on me right now. What you doing?
This is how the show works.
No, but listen, Houston away. Like, all right, fuck it. Whatever must said, it might be right. Regardless, though, Houston away trip with 200 plus.
Last game of the season, so there's
200 plus Galaxy fans and an away trip. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a good time. Do you have anything else, George? Must I have anything else before we close off? No.
Pray.
No. Pray. All right, boys. Me and George will see you on Sunday. Masa, you have a great weekend. Angel, hope you feel better, baby. With that being said, it's another episode of the Tailgate. I'm your boy Rudy at I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on Twitter. I'm Smarts on the gram.
This is George, J Undefeated 7. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
Peace, love, and G's up. What it do, baby?
Peace.